Hey everybody, and welcome back to the Binding of Isaac, Wrath of the Lamb. We are going for a second episode here. Last time we were infested with flies. This time, who knows what we'll get. Part of the fun of this game is just its random nature. And that was yesterday that I recorded the previous video, so I need to do a little bit of a warm-up. Troll bomb. So far this stage is pretty vertical, but we picked the right direction to go for our treasure room. Bomb, yay. What do we get here? Mr. Boom. I think that's just a free, big bomb every so many rooms, but we can use it in place of our bombs so that we don't waste any when looking for secret rooms and whatnot. Skip the boss for a moment, go up and see what we can find up north. Alright, spider room. Not a surprise in the cellar. Was more focused on taking out that node there than the spiders, so I took some damage. Now, again, the store in the very first stage is not really all that appealing to me, unless we find a natural amount of money on this first stage. Here we have Wrath, plays a lot like Bomberman, but usually you can just send his bombs right back at him if he tries to attack you with them. Just depends on the layout of the stage and the timing of when he throws them at you. A couple bombs. One thing we want to be on the lookout for, especially in these rooms with lots of rocks, are discolored rocks, but I don't see any. Not here either. But if they're a little bit more gray, you can often bomb them to get temporary hearts, soul hearts. Alright, so our secret room is probably either in this room or the one below us. Let's go ahead and use Mr. Boom and see if it's over here. It is not. So we have 5 bombs, we can afford to use another. Let's go ahead and see if it is here. Also not there. Wow, that's actually interesting. Well, let's go ahead and cut our losses and fight the boss. Pin. Sad little wormy friend, who I never really noticed it before, but he kind of looks like he's made of Isaac heads. Alright, Pin. He's a relatively easy boss. Usually you're standing in one of the cardinal 4 directions when he appears from the ground and when he goes under, because you're shooting at him in a direct line, and his shots just travel diagonally, so you're highly unlikely to get hit with any of his red shots unless you're just moving all over the place and not paying any attention. Alright, Pin. Getting a little close for comfort. Also, if you just focus on where he went into the ground, you could just keep hitting that spot sometimes. Depends on when he kind of teleports underneath the ground. If he stays in that same place, you can keep hitting him. And we've just about got him. There we go. Magic 8 ball. Tears up. Nice. And it gave us a 2 of hearts, which doubles our health. But we are at full health, so we'll hang on to it. And I think that's all that we really want from this floor. We'll go on down to the basement 2. In this case, the cellar 2. We'll use our key on the treasure room right away. And this is Mutant Spider Quad Shot. That's one of the best items that we could have hoped for at this point. So, now that we have 4 shots, I don't know if it divides up the damage between those 4 shots. I believe that it might, but your accuracy is greatly improved. Let's go ahead and spend some of our hearts to go through here, see what we get. We got a halo of flies. I don't know if that was worth it or not. That was about an even trade. Maybe. I mean, the flies are just going to kill themselves right here. It's going up. We still have 1 fly left. Douse some of these fires, see if we might pick something up. Free hearts are never a problem. I don't know. I got a love-hate relationship with this room. Let's use it once. Now we'll use our 2 of hearts to get our health back. If we have any crazy heart drops anywhere else on the map, then we will possibly come back. Here we have a discolored rock. on the left-hand side of the top of these rocks, and we may use that to get a soul heart. Sometimes it drops a soul heart. Let's find out. Oh, a couple bombs. That's even better. And a key. We are not hurting for items at this point. There's another heart. If we want to take the time, we can go back to the self-sacrifice room. Should have watched the spider a little bit better there. They are very predictable. They jump right for where you're at, right at the moment of their jump. Let's go down, see what's below us. That was not difficult. And let's look for the secret room here. Well, I don't know. What's with the TNT in the wall right there? Can't hit it. Interesting. Actually, I want to look in this room for the secret room, but let's fight the boss first. We might need to use Mr. Boom. Actually, I don't think that we will need to use Mr. Boom against Widow. He jumps around too much to really get an accurate shot. This is a champion version of Widow, who is putting tar down instead of web goo. Our quad shot, though, is helping us out quite a bit with crowd control. Well, was helping us with crowd control until we got trapped in this corner. Get out of there! Left a Mr. Boom behind because I was kind of pissed. I don't get killed by a spider. Take out big spider. We'll split into two spiders and we'll just clear them out. Quit moving. There we go. And food. HP up. Let's go back before we head down to the next floor. We have plenty of hearts. We may try to do the self-sacrifice room again. Hey, what do you know? Secret room. Surrounded by other rooms. The more rooms that it can be surrounded by, the more likely it is that the secret room will be there. Do we want to trade Mr. Boom for the unicorn horn? I think that we do. My little unicorn horn gives us a timed attack that we can use to really hurt bosses, so let's go back to the self-sacrifice room, see if we can get anything with about 3 passes. 1, 2, 3. What the hell? Let's do another. Hey, what do you know? Not worth it. So that's 2 for 2. Not worth it. But we have some health back here, and we will start the next stage with more than a half heart, unlike our last run. Call me risky, but I think it's a little bit more fun sometimes to take that risk. Let's go ahead and skip that cutscene. We are in Caves 1. Slot machine, we have 1 cent. Why the hell not? If we're gonna get enough money. Well, hey, we can play it 2 more times. If we're gonna get enough money to use the shop, we're gonna find it all at once. No real point in saving up if we have less than, 10% of what we'll need. Nah, didn't really get anything out of that though. Could have cut our losses at about 2 cents, I think. Whoa. Gotta be careful, we got a champion one over here. Get up in here when they're not close. That's the opposite of when they're not close. The champion is a little bit more observant. 3 bombs. Let's use one of those to get to this chest. And money from it. Who knows? If we still don't have 15 by the end of this stage, we might go and use that. Slot machine again. Ghost Baby, a familiar that will follow us around and shoot spectral tears. His tears will travel through rocks and other obstacles. But he is a small familiar, so I'm not exactly sure of the strength of his shots. Let's go west. And just a pain in the ass to get to key. But I'm not complaining too much. Free key. Alright, popcorn guys, what you got for me? Coughing up some flies. Again, these quad shot spider eyes make for an awesome crowd control on flies and spiders. Part I can't get to. Turrets! I tried to move up and away from them. Kind of got trapped by the terrain there. You have to be a little bit more... you have to be a little bit more brave with turrets. Well, you know what? We're only 10 minutes in. Let's go for one more play on this episode. Kind of a shame we lost the quad shot to my novice dodging ability, but I can only get better, right? Hopefully. Move! Excuse me. Alright, box of tarot cards, which we can use every once in a while to get a tarot card. Let's go ahead and get one. We got the moon. I'm going to have to use these to figure out what they do because I have not committed them to memory. I don't want to read ahead in the wiki. I suppose the rule I'm going to set for myself is I'm not going to read ahead and figure out any item that I haven't already gotten, but if I've gotten it and couldn't figure it out by playing with it, then after that episode, I'll consider it free game to look up on the wiki and figure it out, because then it would just be boring for me to play and not use the item correctly a second time if I find it again. So let's see. I believe the sun shows you the whole map, so what would the moon do? Maybe it would teleport me to a special room? Some tarot cards do that. Let's go ahead and use it. Hey, the moon takes you to the secret room. And we picked up 10 cents and walked right into a fire because I was trying to count in my head. Huzzah! Well, that's okay, because down here we had a half heart that we just kind of left on the floor. No harm, no foul. Aside from potential investment in the future. That's not going to be good. Blow 'em up, blow 'em up, blow 'em up. Ah! Shit, that sucked. It's alright, that was just a half a heart. Clear out this poo. Clearing out the poo has not become too tedious for me. Let's go back before we head into the boss. Usually a good idea to clear out the first stage because it's so small. We have 10 cents, quite a bit for the first floor. I don't think that we want to go into that shop though. We will wait and go into the one on the second floor. Here's our first boss. Widow again. A common first boss until you unlock enough items to make the game more difficult. Really missing that quad shot right about now. It's okay though. Widow, not too difficult of a boss, as long as you stay just out of his range. His jump seems to cover a lot more ground vertically, so trying to dodge him more often horizontally works out better for me in the long run. He's gonna jump kind of up here, and there we go. Yeah, he can jump clear from the top to the bottom. I don't know, maybe he does cross about 50% of the room in either direction. It just seems more hazardous to try to dodge him north to south as opposed to east to west. Take out this node. There we go. Mom's heals, range up. Now we can shoot most of the way across the room and down to the next floor. Cellar 2. And we have Demon Judgment. We can pay him hearts. Why does this always happen to me? What's this? Ipecac, explosive shots. That could be good or bad. The bean has appeared in the basement. Alright. Well, we can bomb. I'm not sure if we can hurt ourselves or not. I guess we're gonna have to find out. Also, we're gonna have to be careful with our shots because we can't hurt things that are right up next to us. Let's get far enough away from this guy. That's not gonna work. I don't know if this is gonna be good for us right away or not. I guess we'll find out. I also don't know if it bombs open walls or not. I guess we'll try and find out. Nope! Wow, that surprised me. That shot a lot farther than I wanted to fire. I think you really have to just kind of aim at the walls. Yep, your own shots hurt you. This is not good. Ouch. Can we just... aim vertically and hit them. Ah, killed by our own shot. Well, that was kind of miserable. I don't know if I want Ipecac this early in the game. Maybe if I had, 6 or more hearts, I would take Ipecac next time. But it's good to find out what it does. Anyway, I will see you guys on the next episode.